Good morning, day 117. It is, at the time of this recording, it's a Wednesday, so it's hump day. And oh man, I love this time of year when it gets cold and then warm again, you get this great effect of steam or fog rising off of the water. I'm going to try to zoom in and show you. Look at that. Like, whew, so pretty. And then the sun melting all of that off, bright and high in the sky. Beautiful, beautiful. I mean, if water could look like it was on fire, I almost put my sunglasses on this morning because I'm like, oh, sun's so bright, gotta wear shades. Wow, just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Maybe I'll walk backwards so you can see it. Oh yeah, woo! All right, that is amazing. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So this morning we are in Proverbs 8, and the title in my Bible is called A Hearing for Wisdom, or Wisdom Holds a Hearing. That's what it is. So in this particular chapter, wisdom is personified. I love this. I love, not personified in the way, like a person, not a part, but something that exists in and of itself. And the very first thing that God created was wisdom, because he needed wisdom's help to get everything right. His creation, have it all work together. A lot of the words in this chapter when they're describing what goes along with wisdom is, I just saw a goose fly high and land. It was really cool. So sorry, like a little distraction moment there. And common sense, good judgment, common sense, success, insight, strength. These are all things that you can't have without wisdom. It was really interesting. Actually, I don't know that it really actually said that. Like, could you have them for a moment on their own? Yes. But when you have wisdom, you kind of just automatically get the whole package. You get access to the whole package. And I thought, wow, that's pretty cool. But wisdom also hates perversion, lying, deceit, all these things. So you can't have both. And I think that's what a lot of us try to do, which I think creates a fool. And fools think that they can have it all. They can have a little bit of this, a little bit of that, get by. And I think, in the camp of that foolishness for a long time. Not, I think, I know. So I titled today a phrase that's often used by the Navy SEALs. I found out. I just learned of it recently. I'd never heard it before. But it is the concept of slow is smooth and smooth is fast. And I think that's a wise saying. That's something wise. And, Navy SEALs are experts at getting, precise missions done. Why? Because they take their time. They're precise. And the taking of the time allows them to be precise. So when the time of the mission comes, it goes smoothly and quickly. So preparation is wise. And wisdom, there's no shortcuts with wisdom either, as I'm learning, as I hopefully am in the process of becoming wise. It is a lot of experience, a lot of practice. Even in one of my apps I use in the morning, there was a quote from a philosopher that says, the path to wisdom is suffering or pain, something like that. Anyway. So, yes, a lot of us, foolishness, we learn the hard way before we finally surrender. to the way things are. And wisdom is foundational, literally. It was there before the foundations were formed. It was needed for the foundations to form. God delights in wisdom, it says. Joy is found in wisdom. I'm reading all this. I'm like, I want this. This is what I want. And I'm starting to get little tastes of it. And it tastes good. It's delicious. So that is sort of hopefully my path. And it does say in this chapter, it's very hopeful that if you seek wisdom, you will find it. So I'm seeking. How about you? I'm done with my foolish ways. Well, probably not actually, because I'm human. That's the struggle. But I'm done with, I catch myself now. And when impatience shows up, impulsiveness, when I fall into that, then I'm like, I can recognize it much more quickly now and go, oh, what's going on here? And I can stop, I can slow down. And then this phrase, I hope you like it too, but this phrase, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, has been a real game changer for me. I love quick sayings that are simple, nuggets of wisdom that I can really call on and get me snapping back to where I need to be versus what it is I'm trying to force or push or, be foolish with. So I'm going to keep today short because I really want to just reflect on, and chapter 8 was really beautifully written. I mean, they're all beautifully written, but just the descriptions of how wisdom was the first thing that was formed, and then even going through the, before the oceans were formed and the springs deep in the earth and the boundaries on the oceans and the mountains. And it's just beautiful, beautiful imagery that I would really like to personally ponder as I watch the steam burn off. So I'm going to be a little bit selfish with my time this morning. And hey, good morning. I hope you are back stateside. Are you back stateside now? One of my friends is popping on that I know just was over across the pond, as they say. Here you go, my friend. This is what you'll be seeing shortly. Oh, yes. Oh, cool. That's awesome. Oh, wait a minute. Let me turn that around. It's just a glorious sunrise here this morning with steam burning off and fog burning off of the lake. Very mystical looking. And so we were just talking about, thank you, chapter 8 this morning, how wisdom was personified, and just a beautiful description. And along with wisdom, when you have wisdom and you seek wisdom, you get a bundle. It's a bundled deal. You get good judgment, you get common sense, you get strength, discernment, insight. But wisdom also hates perverse speech, deceitfulness, all those things. So you can't straddle the fence on this one. That is foolishness. There's pure foolishness, and then there's the foolishness that I used to be in, thinking, well, I can do a little bit of this, a little bit wise, and a little bit foolish. Having my cake and eating it too. And I borrowed what came to mind was a Navy SEAL phrase that I learned recently, and a mantra that they kind of operate by. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. And so you've got to lay a strong foundation, and that's what wisdom is. That's the first thing God created, was wisdom. before he could create everything else, he had to have wisdom. So wisdom is God's right hand thing. Of course, we know the Trinity and Jesus, but like wisdom was there. It says the first thing that was created was wisdom. So it's just a really cool, very cool chapter that I'm going to reflect on as I walk slowly and hopefully smoothly, and try to really apply this today and all the days. All right, have a great Wednesday or whatever day it is when you happen to see this, or maybe listen. Who knows? We'll turn these little things into audio one day. I don't know. But yeah, go seek some wisdom today, and slowly. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Bye.